Hey Bridget, how you doing? All right, so I was just reading through your writing. Shorten the call to action, make room for the text, align the text differently, make better use of the shape of the web editor. Absolutely. I mean, this is very, very common. So your reactions here are spot on. I mean, this is the experience that we go through when transitioning from a magazine ad, presumably 8.5 by 11 or close therein, to a banner ad being something around the shape of size and shape of what we have created for this banner. So yes, very perfectly normal reactions here. I made some changes to the original rough after getting feedback from the instructor, like the new ad, much better than before. All right, let's go and take a look. Thank you very much for including the magazine ad. Yes, definitely. I had requested that students do that in the Welcome to Six module video, so I appreciate you doing that. I got the magazine ad up right here, and I think it looks great. I really do. You've done a good job. To be honest with you, I'm not completely sold on that kind of that really light, almost fully transparent box behind the text. Boy, try it without. See what you think. I mean, boy, I don't know. Now I'm looking at it. I'm seeing some words are going to be really difficult, like for experience. That's going to be a tough one to read. I guess the what we need to know moving forward here is that not every image is suited for text, and I go through that in this um, announcement right here. If you haven't seen these, take a look at them. This is should I stroke my text, and there's another one, should I center align my text. So take a look at those. Just some little brief, kind of quick tutorials on typography. But the takeaway in this particular case is that not every image is suited for type. The last thing, really, the last thing you want to do is place boxes around your type. Um, that is a very indicative of, and I don't want to sound discouraging here at all. I don't want to sound discouraging, but it's very indicative of amateur design where everything is compartmentalized. We see that a lot with very, very beginning design students. And as you get experience, you learn how to incorporate things into a more of a harmonious whole as opposed to a series of pieces and parts that are placed together. Hope that makes sense. Using a transparent box is a decent alternative. Personally, in my professional workflow, I try to stay away from it. If I can't fit type in an image, I'll typically select another image, um, unless a client is just, stuck on using that particular image. Anyway, the magazine ad is great. Everything it's just perfect. The masked image looks great. The image adjustments look great. Placement and handling of typography look great. Placement of the logo looks great. No distortions. Everything looks great. Let's jump over to the banner ad. Okay, banner ad looks great too. I think this is smart. I think that doing this, and this is kind of what I was alluding to over here in the announcement with the offset type. Looks like what you've done is you've placed offset type. Either you have a very hard edge drop shadow, or you've placed offset type in black and then reduce the transparency, which is a good alternative to stroking type or adding a drop shadow. So I was pleased to see that. I think it works. Um, Spend a night in paradise on us. That's perfect. This is great. Good, decent animations. I think right now the animations are a little blinky. Like they blink in, that blinks in, that blinks in, then the whole thing blinks out. And you'll find that fading in and fading out add a much more relaxed demeanor to the type animation. So you may consider doing that. One other recommendation for this type is right now, I think it's really covering a lot of the image, and let's let the image do a lot of the heavy lifting here. And by that I mean I'll try to let's recompose the type and let's place it underneath the headline, left align, one line. It'll probably come to about right here. I would not bold or increase the size of free. Just leave it as standard typography. Say book 2 nights and get the third free. Then fade that in, fade it out, and then immediately fade it back in. So the viewer always realizes that there's something going on there, so they don't accidentally think like if the viewer looks at the banner at this point right here, they could miss that. So it's only gone for a second, but it's gone long enough that if the viewer glances at it and doesn't see anything, they're likely to look away. That's why you want it to fade in, then fade out, and immediately start fading back in so that there's no period where there's no text visible at all. There's always a portion of an animated type either fading in or fading out. This URL right here, you don't need it. You don't need it because web viewers are savvy enough now to know that if you click on a web banner, it's going to take you to the site, right? So we don't need that URL there. Other than that, I think you're looking great. So those little changes, try those changes. Let me know what you think. If you want to resubmit, have me take a look at it. I'll be more than glad to provide additional comments. And most importantly, if you have any questions at all, please let me know. And and I'll be sure to address those. But really, really fantastic. Good work. Good, solid work here. Be proud. You've done very, very well. So again, most importantly, any questions at all, please let me know as soon as possible. Okay? Thank you very much.